Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, November 24th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my light is infinitely expanding. And I didn't use the phrase show up, but that's what I believe is when you are actually showing up on your path, when you're present for what is, when you're present doing the work, your light is in that moment, just expanding, being offered to the world. And we're being asked through this holiday season to continue the work. The work doesn't stop just because it's like, holidays, nope, keeps going. In fact, Christmas, interestingly enough, usually, almost always, Christmas or Christmas Eve, always falls on a Uranus degree, that evolution-revolution degree. Every year, and New Year's, I believe, is the same. And so, even though it's this time of celebration, it's also this time with that Uranus energy of liberation. And the astro today is building us into that 4-degree tomorrow, helping us work with this energy to liberate, to untangle ourselves from what no longer serves. And that's how the astro works. The astro is always bringing these supportive energies, whether they're tough or challenging or easy peasy, to help us do this work, to untangle ourselves from things that no longer serve. And that's the biggest process through today. We are still working, because these planets move kind of slow, with this 20-degree energy with Saturn and Uranus. So Saturn and Uranus are directly trine today, which is an interesting trine. Saturn in Sagittarius, Uranus in Aries, 20 degrees. We still have Jupiter hanging out at 20 degrees in Libra. We've got Chiron in 20 degrees in Pisces. And then we also have the moon in Lilith in the really early hours of tomorrow morning, of Sunday morning. We have Lilith and the moon in Scorpio also feeding into this 20-degree energy. Now, let's get into this still again today. Same thing, but it's so important. When the energies come together like this, it's like reiterating the message. It's like, you gotta get this, you gotta get this, you gotta get this. This 20-degree energy is one of nurturing yourself. Now, this 20-degree energy resonates with the energy of Cancer. And the energy of Cancer can be one of like, I want to feel comfortable and I want to feel good, and so I'm not leaving this spot. And this is why we have some of the major agents of change on the job in this. We've got Uranus. Uranus, a big player in this, which is like, who are you really? Who are you and how are you showing up in that vibration in this world by professing yourself and putting yourself out there and taking action with who you are? Are you in alignment or are you not? Saturn in Sagittarius is helping us shift old beliefs, old things that we've been told. One of the biggest lessons I've had in my life, and I see in many people's lives, is that it's so easy to put authority on other people and be like, because this person said this, this is true, because I've put them on a pedestal. And instead of giving away that authority all the time, coming back to yourself and making yourself this authority. Doesn't mean that you don't take others' words as true, because they can be. But it's always making sure you're coming back into yourself and seeing if it resonates. What this is really working on is, where are you holding on to what no longer serves you? Because somebody told you that it was true, or because you've held this to be true for so long, and then suddenly it no longer resonates. It's no longer true for you. Where are you still holding on to these places? Because they have been comfortable, because it has been easy. And letting it go. It's not saying you've got to fight it. It's not saying you've got to fight yourself. But it's letting go of those places that no longer serve you. And only you can really tell yourself where those areas are. What's lovely is that Chiron is feeding into this energy, helping release karmic ties to whatever these things may be. So, Chiron's really working with healing, bringing that healing energy to any wounds that may be up in this energy. Jupiter, playing its part, is doubling the efforts, expanding the efforts of your self-love. And if you're nurturing yourself through this, you will get through this. But that's what you're being called to do, nurture yourself. And there's a little bit of that, tug of war, and we may feel that over this holiday season of, am I going to show up in a way that makes everybody else comfortable, in a way that makes everybody else happy about the life I'm living, or am I going to be true to me? And so you're going to have a bit of that tug of war going on within you, potentially. But this is your opportunity to nurture yourself. It's an opportunity to nurture your truth. It's an opportunity to nurture your path. And it's a big opportunity to liberate yourself. Even if you're just doing this on these tiny little baby steps. I got this card. Tiny little baby steps. This is a child taking baby steps into the adventure. And what a phrase, and I don't even know if this is a phrase or not, but the adventure of a lifetime is you allowing yourself to be you and taking pleasure in being who you are. That's what we're being encouraged into with this energy. The moon and Lilith feeding in tomorrow in Scorpio is going to definitely help that energy. Lilith is that energy of being one unto yourself, really knowing when you have to take those steps into the next adventure, because this one is no longer, serving you. And that moon, this moon in Scorpio, today is making many connections, also helping us through this. The moon in Scorpio is connecting to Mercury, which is retrograde in Capricorn, helping us deal with control issues. Let go of those control issues. So if you find that feeling of, I must control, okay, that maybe once served you. How do you release that so that you can be in the flow in a way that serves you now? Moon is also going to shift and meet with Pluto. So that's going to help find that balance in, okay, that was the old way. This is the new way. This is how we're transforming. This is how we're evolving. This is how we're shifting. Go for this feeling. We're like, yes, I'm honoring myself. Yeah, I feel good. I literally ran down the hallway. We have a really long hallway here. Dancing and being like, I'm a Muppet of the universe last night, but it felt like this energy. I want you to feel that feeling. If you are feeling that feeling, then you're nurturing yourself. You're being true to yourself. You're being true to the light that's ever expanding, to the consciousness that's ever expanding. So like I said, tomorrow is Evolution Revolution Day. Christmas, the 25th, Evolution Revolution Day. So you may begin feeling, because some people feel it early, those triggers coming in. You may feel those triggers with all of this work at 20 degrees. Those triggers are saying, where are you not showing up for yourself? And how are you going to show up for yourself in a way that takes you out of this place of control and rather into the expansion of your own personal divine light? Because that's what it's about. Your personal path, your divine light. Anything else? It's just gravy. So harmony is what is there for you if you can nurture yourself, if you can find this place, of celebrating who you are and being present in that energy. But it's going to take the work. My card is actually Cinderella, and I really liked what it had to say about Cinderella. So you know the story about Cinderella, so I'm not going through the story, but the ending of the story reminds us that our soul, Cinderella, and spirit, the prince, are always a pair whose reunion is a cosmic truth when earthly living is happening. It's saying when it's run its course, but to me, it's always happening. You're always one in these energies. That prince, spirit, it finds you. When this card appears in your reading, explore your deep feelings about the past, the home, the mother, life's mysteries, the wisdom of Hecate, the ancient moon goddess. Recognize the importance of humility because they're stepping stones into profound joy and radiance of the heart. Ultimately, the most difficult tasks in the lifetime, this is what I felt. Ultimately, the most difficult tasks in the lifetime are the result of the spirit at work, strengthening our souls for future service on a broader scale. Reflect, let yourself feel, let tears flow if they must, for they are waters of life. It's not only the outer physical mother who is the invisible protector for a child, but the matrix of the universal mother archetype, who is there forever, your true mother, supporting you, nurturing you, the mother goddess of the soul. So you're being supported, you're being nurtured. All these planets at 20 degrees are nurturing you, helping you through this. It could feel difficult. A lot of people have been feeling this intensity. I have never had so many, can I have a reading right now? as I have this week. So people are really feeling this intensity. Nurture yourself. You've got this. You know how to do this. You just got to show up for yourself. That being said, last minute gifts, you need them. It is available on the website, GaiaBlooming.com. And sign up to work with me for 2017. I'd love to work with you monthly. Have a beautiful Christmas Eve if that is what you are celebrating. And I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.